OGTV. Doinsola Ugunbadewa is my name. You can watch us live on our website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, you can check us on these platforms: on X at Ogun TV, on Facebook Ogun State Television, YouTube at OGTV Abeokuta, and on TikTok at Ogun State Television. President Bola Tinubu says Nigeria will co-host Investopia with the United Arab Emirates (UAE) in Lagos in February, an initiative aimed at attracting global investors and accelerating sustainable investment inflows. Tinubu made this announcement at the 2026 Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week (ADSW), on the sidelines of which Nigeria also concluded a comprehensive economic partnership agreement (CEPA) with the UAE to deepen trade and cooperation in renewable energy, infrastructure, logistics and digital trade. The presidential described CEPA as a historic and strategic agreement that will also enhance cooperation in innovation, logistics, agriculture, and climate-smart infrastructure, creating enduring opportunities for the people of the two countries. He stated that Investopia will bring together investors, innovators, policymakers, and business leaders to transform opportunities into commitment and ideas into investment. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has said it is making early strategic preparations towards this year's off-cycle elections and next year's general election. The Commission reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening public confidence in the nation's electoral process. INEC Chairman Professor Joash Amokwito announced this in Lagos at a leadership workshop organized by the International Foundation for Electoral Systems for the leadership of the electoral umpire. Amokwito, who described the workshop as timely, said the Commission was navigating a critical period of leadership transition marked by changes at its top and the retirement of several directors and senior management workers after years of distinguished service to the nation. The INEC chairman said institutional continuity must be anchored on clarity of purpose, integrity of leadership, and unity of vision, rather than mere preservation of structures. The All Progressives Congress (APC) in Ogun State has commenced the electronic registration and re-registration of members as part of a strategic mobilization drive, expand to the party's base, strengthen internal cohesion, and prepare the party for future political engagements. Flagging off the exercise on Tuesday, Ogun State Governor Prince Abiodun described the initiative as a major opportunity for party members and supporters across the state to deepen their commitment to the APC, which he reaffirmed as the largest and most successful political party in Africa. Details are in this package.
Represented by his deputy, Engineer Noimot Salako Uyedele, the governor of Ogun State said the registration exercise would open the door for new members to proudly join the winning party, while also providing a credible, transparent, and technology-driven membership database. According to him, the electronic process will eliminate manipulation and fraudulent practices, enhance accuracy, and ensure efficient data management in line with global best practices in political party organization. Governor Abiodun called on party leaders, stakeholders, and members at all levels to fully mobilize supporters across the state and ensure mass participation in the exercise.
Anybody who wants to be a member of our party, and like I said, this is a re-registration. So you remind people, yes, they were registered 4 years ago, but they have to re-register. So they shouldn't think that because they had done it 4 years ago, they have no need to do so. This is a re-registration, and everybody has to come on board the e-platform that has been put in place today. This is an opportunity for us to also make sure that we remind people who want to be part of us, who are proud to be associated with us, that association must be carried along to the general election, and they must have their INEC voters card. So if anybody comes and wants to register, they do not have their INEC registration, which is a prerequisite for the registration, you can then direct them to go and register at INEC so that they can become bona fide members of our party.
In his remarks, the state chairman of APC, Chief Yemi Sanusi, urged party faithful to see the exercise as a unifying and strengthening process rather than a passive or transactional venture. Chief Sanusi called on party leaders across the 236 wards of the state to provide full support for the exercise and assure members that the party leadership will deploy additional registration centers and operators where necessary to accommodate all prospective members within the limited time available.
I appeal to you, our leaders, especially the ward leaders who are to hamper this exercise, that all adults that are willing to register as our party member must be registered.
The flag-off ceremony also featured the electronic registration of key party leaders, including the Deputy Governor, the Speaker of Ogun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Ludaisi Elemide, the Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Tokumbo Talabi, and the Chief of Staff to the Governor, Dr. Toyin Taiwo, underscoring the leadership's commitment to the exercise.
Ogun State Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones Program, a federal government initiative implemented in collaboration with the Ogun State Government, the African Development Bank, and the International Fund for Agricultural Development, has organized a nutrition education training for women and farmers organizations across the state. The training brought together women farmers, agro-processors, and members of various farmers associations with the objective of strengthening nutrition awareness, encouraging healthy dietary practices, and improving food security at both household and community levels. Nkem Ago covered the training, and her report is presented in this package.
The Ogun State Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zone Program is a government initiative aimed at creating designated hubs for agricultural processing, bringing together farmers, processors, and investors to boost food security, create jobs, and drive the industrialization of the agricultural sector. Speaking at the program, officials of the Ogun State Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zone explained that the initiative focuses on empowering women and farmers through practical nutrition, education, with emphasis on balanced diets, food safety, as well as proper food processing and storage. A nutritionist at the training notes that improved nutrition remains a critical component of agricultural development, adding that educating women and farmers would help reduce malnutrition and enhance overall well-being in rural communities.
It also educates people around them to ensure that they have home gardening around them, plants, fruits, and vegetables for consumption, and to increase household consumption of locally available food.
Participants at the training commended the organizers for what they described as a timely and impactful initiative, while calling for regular capacity building programs to further strengthen agricultural productivity and promote healthy living across the state.
This was an interesting section, and we saw a lot of people participated in asking questions, and they had a lot of concerns.
There are many ways through which we have been empowered through the gift of fertilizer, insecticide, and then opening of farmlands, so as to make sure that at least there's food security in Ogun State.
The Ogun State Special Agro-Processing Program reaffirmed its commitment to sustainable agriculture, value addition, and improved livelihood for farmers and agro-based entrepreneurs in Ogun State. The program is a federal government initiative implemented in collaboration with the Ogun State government, with support from the African Development Bank and the International Fund for Agricultural Development.
A solemn mood of reflection, prayers, and deep emotions enveloped Ijabo Day as government officials family members and residents pay a condolence visit to the residence of Madam Lucia Onobanjo, who passed on at the age of 101. The visit marked the end of an era for the family and the community as tributes pour into celebrate to all a life whose values, memories and legacy continue to endure. Tony Ogundipe was at the Onobanjo's residence in Ijebu. Her report is presented in this package.
As the news of the demise of the wife of the former governor of Ogun State, Madam Lucia Onobanjo, filtered into the society, it attracted dignitaries, family members, top government functionaries to the Ijebu residence of the Onobanjos. The condolence visit, led by the Ogun State governor, represented by the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Honorable Amzat Ganiu, is aimed at commiserating with the family and the host community over the passing of the centenarian. Speaking during the visit, the Commissioner describes the late Madam Lucia Onobanjo as a woman whose life spanned generations, noting that her legacy of peace, unity, and selfless service will continue to inspire many.
It's a day to be born and there's a day to die. We thank God for the life of Mama. Mama lived a very fulfilled life, and we pray that may Almighty God let her soul continue to rest in perfect peace.
Family members who are receiving the delegation express gratitude to God for the fulfilled life of the deceased, describing her attainment of 100 years as a real blessing worthy of thanksgiving despite the pain of her departure. Community members also paid their last respect, recalling Madam Lucia Onobanjo's kindness, motherly care, and positive impact on the neighborhood.
It has been very nice to all of us, the community, those of us that associate with the daughter as politicians and everything. So each time we come here, she always embraces us, and we thank God for her life. She has been a good matriarch after the death of our papa, late Shibisa Onobanjo.
My last encounter with her was on Thursday when she had a physio session. It was a smooth and pleasant one. So who are we to question our maker? We'll forever cherish her memories.
Tributes continue to pour in from different walks of life, celebrating a woman whose century-long journey leaves indelible footprints in the sands of time. Madam Lucia Onobanjo, a reverend matriarch and wife of the late former governor, Chief B.C. Onobanjo, was remembered for a life defined by humility, resilience, and service to humanity.
Meanwhile, the state's governor, Prince Takpo Abiodun, has expressed deep condolences to the family of former governor of the Ogun State, Chief Victor Olabisi Onobanjo, over the passing of their matriarch, Chief Mrs. Lucia Onopowale Onobanjo, who died at the age of 101. In a statement issued in Abeokuta on Tuesday, Governor Abiodun described the demise of Mama Onobanjo as the end of a glorious era, noting that she lived a highly exemplary, fulfilled and distinguished life devoted to God, family and humanity. The governor said that although the loss of a mother is always painful regardless of age, Mama Lucia's transition at 101 is also worthy of celebration, given her impactful life and enduring legacy. According to him, Mama Onobanjo stood firmly by her husband, the late Chief Olabisi Onobanjo, through his historic struggles for democracy, human rights and social justice in Nigeria. Governor Abiodun prayed that God would grant the Onobanjo family, friends and associates the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. All 12 Ibarakwa towns in Ogun State have been urged to come together and speak with one voice as the 5th Orile Itafin Ibarakwa Day was celebrated. The call came as the palace of the Oni Itafin of Orile Itafin, Oba Maruf Alani Adebayo, alongside a community borehole project, was inaugurated by the Alake and paramount ruler of Igbaland, Oba Adedosu Aremu Gbadebo. Matthew Shomi reports.
Orile Itafin under Odeda local government area came alive with color, culture, and celebration as sons and daughters of Ibarakwa land gathered for the 5th Orile Itafin Ibarakwa Day. As part of the activities lined up for the celebration, the Alake and paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, inaugurates the newly completed palace of the Onitafin of Orile Itafin, Oba Moruf Alani Adebayo, as well as a borehole project to provide potable water for the community. Oba Gbadebo, alongside other traditional rulers, government functionaries, and dignitaries, later converged to celebrate the rich cultural heritage, unity, and progress of Orile Itafin. Commissioners for local governments and chieftaincy affairs, Honorable Ganiyu Amzat, and Culture and Tourism, Chief Sheson Fagbayi, expressed satisfaction with the level of development recorded in the community, attributing the progress to purposeful leadership under the reign of Oba Moruf Alani Adebayo.
Kabiyesi has done a lot for his people. So we now have a palace, and there are some other projects that we'll be commissioning.
I would urge them, home and abroad, the sons and daughters of Ibarapa, to come together, rally around Kabiyesi.
Traditional rulers and other dignitaries commend the people of Orile Itafin for their choice of a monarch, noting that peace, unity, and development continue to thrive in the land.
All this Orile is the homestead where all of us came from before we spread out. I'm very proud of Kabiyesi, and I'll give it again to our paramount ruler for giving them Kabiyesi in this community.
I congratulate the entire indigenous of Orile Itafin.
We believe by this time next year, the coronation will be more colorful.
Speaking at the event, the Onitafin of Orile Itafin, Oba Moruf Alani Adebayo, describes the celebration as a unifying platform for all Ibarapa communities in Ogun State, aimed at fostering cooperation, unity, and sustainable development, while appreciating the people for their support and commitment.
I thank my people for the support I've been enjoying from them.
Highlights of the celebration include the conferment of traditional titles on deserving indigenes who pledge continued loyalty and support to the monarch and the development of the community. The event reaches a colorful climax with electrifying performances by guest artists, adding glamour and excitement to the celebration. Matthew Shoumi, OGTV News.
The Ojodu community has witnessed a significant traditional event with the installation of new chiefs, a move aimed at strengthening leadership and accelerating grassroots development. Stakeholders at the ceremony urged the newly installed chiefs to work in unity with the traditional ruler, Oba Samuel Shubawali Benson, to promote peace, progress, and sustainable development in the community. Ayodeji Tomori Ulumi reports.
It is an atmosphere of excitement and cultural splendor in Ojodu as newly appointed chiefs were formally installed to serve the community in various capacities. The Olojodu of Ojodu, Oba Samuel Shubawali Benson, explains that the appointments are based on the integrity, antecedents, and contributions of the chiefs to the growth and development of the town.
I gave them the title there, and I told them that you have to come to Nigeria and do the Iwuyo ceremony. And I'm very happy they all come. But this one, they really impressed me. They are my club member at Chicago, new club of Chicago.
Royal fathers and invited dignitaries at the occasion described the installation as a call to service, charging the new chiefs to work closely with the monarch in advancing development initiatives across Ojodu Abiodun.
As a chief, you are a respected somebody in the society, even throughout the world, provided they hear that you are a chief in Ojodu land. My advice for them is they should remember where they stay the chieftaincy. They should come back home. They come and establish in Nigeria.
The people in Ojodu who definitely feel their presence here. These are people who are giving people, who knows what the community really needs.
In separate remarks, The newly installed chiefs pledged their loyalty and commitment to the throne, promising to collaborate with Obashobo Ali Benson to attract meaningful projects that will improve the welfare of the people.
Every community is my community, and the Ojoju has the log that the Kabiyesi make us one of his chiefs, and we new chiefs now, we are going to help the community. I promise you that. I intend to use it for the development of Oju Kingdom and Nigeria in general. I want to be part of progress in Oju Kingdom.
The ceremony later moved to a reception where guests are entertained with music and cultural displays, marking the celebration of tradition and unity in the community. Ayodeji Tomori Olunmi, OGTV News.
In an atmosphere marked by faith, unity and deep cultural pride, as sons and daughters of Egbaland converged on the Alake Palace Pavilion for the 2026 Egba Day of Prayer, offering supplications for peace, progress and divine guidance for the land and its people. The annual gathering drew royal fathers, religious leaders and prominent sons and daughters of Egbaland, reinforcing the belief that spiritual unity remains a vital pillar for communal growth and development. Details are in this package.
The ancient city of Abeokuta came alive as traditional rulers, clerics, community leaders, youth and indigents from far and near gather at the Ake Palace Pavilion for the 2026 Egba Day of Prayer. Deeply rooted in Egba history and values, the annual spiritual exercise serves as a moment of reflection, thanksgiving and collective intercession for Egbaland, Ogun State and Nigeria as a whole. Prayers were offered for peace, unity and sustainable development, as well as for protection of lives and property across Egba communities. Clerics from different faiths led supplications, reinforcing message of harmony, tolerance and peaceful coexistence. The presence of royal fathers added cultural depth to the event, with traditional rulers emphasizing the importance of spiritual consciousness alongside traditional leadership in shaping the future of Egbaland. The preacher of the occasion, Right Honorable Oludaisi Elebide, stresses that unity remains the cornerstone of societal development and lasting progress.
We need to unite. As Egbas, we need to unite. I am urging them to unite to build a greater Egbaland.
Royal fathers underscored the necessity of togetherness and collective responsibility among the people.
What is right by the law? Don't step on the law. Do your duty as good citizens and leave the rest to God. God will answer the rest.
United we stand, divided we fall. Unity has been the bane of Egbaland. I thank God that things are getting better.
If you really want peace amongst ourselves, our progress is to come together and work together as one. And that's how we can have development and peace that we all yearn for. Even the security that is a bit shaky in Nigeria now, it's only when we come together as one and work together as partners in progress that we can begin to have that.
Chairman of the Egba Day of Prayer, Right Reverend Emmanuel Adekunle, speaks on the importance of cooperation, expressing hope for a better year ahead through trust in God.
Everyone should have faith and believe God the more. Trust in the Lord, hold on to Him, and hold on to Psalm 21:26. It shall be done.
The Balogun of Egba Christian Chiefs also emphasizes the role of evangelism in moral reorientation and societal development.
To appreciate all present, especially our Kabiyesi and our fathers in the Lord, and to thank them for their prayers that we as Christian chiefs were divided before today. Now we're one.
The Egba Day of Prayer continues to stand as a powerful reminder that beyond policies and development plans, the true strength of any people lies in unity, faith, and a shared vision for a prosperous future. As prayers ascended from the Ake Palace Pavilion, hope was rekindled for a greater, more peaceful, and progressive Egba land.
Tonight in Rabat, Morocco, Nigeria's Super Eagles will attempt to break all the odds as they face the host nation in the semi-finals of the African Nations Cup. The atmosphere is already tense ahead of the big match. Speaking at a press visit, manager of the team, Eric Chiao, and midfielder Alex Iwobi wrapped the strength of the team in collectivity and unity.
Algeria was the biggest test. Morocco is the biggest test. Every game is the biggest test for this team because the expectation is so big. So we are ready for this game, for all of these games that we play in this tournament. We try to play every game like the last, and we will give everything, and we gave everything. So now, like I said just earlier, I have to check my player, how they are physically, because you know we play 2 days before, so we have to rest, and after I will judge how is my team, and I will can think about the game plan.
For me, I feel like the difference is the sense of brotherhood, the family environment that we've created for each other. Of course, the previous AFCONs, we've done really well. The team have been so strong, but at the same time, the team was young and we were learning about each other. I feel like right now, everybody's entering their prime. Everyone's doing well respectfully for their clubs, and you can see the joy and the chemistry that we have when we're playing for our country. I mean, it's not just on the pitch, also off the pitch. Everybody's like, there's a big unity, there's a big family, and it starts from the coach as well as the players. Like, he's brought that brotherhood, and it's nice because it's like we're one big family, and you can see on the pitch that we're fighting for each other. So.
And that will be all on the news at 2. But before I go, don't forget that you cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Thank you for watching the news at 2 on OGTV. Join us at 8 p.m. for more comprehensive news. Bye for now.